If you watch the full documentary entitled Naked Truth, Was My Brother Murdered?, then you've seen the evidence I've presented. If you haven't watched it yet, go to my channel on YouTube and watch it and share it. In the documentary, I clearly explain how my brother couldn't have made the suicide tape, in which he states he's taking an overdose of Valium with whiskey. It doesn't take a genius to conclude that he may well have been murdered. Understand that I am not asking for anything I am not legally entitled to, nor am I putting any pressure on any authority that their own conscience shouldn't put there. When you're an official who has the power to bring justice in the matter of the death of one of your constituents, you shouldn't require pressure from any outside source to do the right thing. My brother and I are the only victims in this scenario. Let's not forget that. Every day that goes by without a full understanding of how he died is painful, but I can now put a face to my pain. The wheel of fortune has spun, and it's landed right on an unsuspecting district attorney who has the power to do whatever his predecessor would not. His name is Dustin Bouchin, and he is the district attorney for Washington County, Indiana. The case is now in his hands. The question is, what is he going to do about it? On his website, he claims to do what's right for Washington County. I can't think of a better opportunity for him to do just that, by finding justice in the matter of my brother's death. I contacted Mr. Bouchin last week for a statement regarding my brother's case and forwarded him a copy of the documentary I created. I have yet to hear back from him, and so I have no choice at this point but to encourage everyone viewing this video to contact his office. Here's his contact info. This is a cycle, a ride I've been on before. It starts out with the police department. I called them and insisted that they investigate a suspect and present them with clear evidence of the motive, the means, and the access. The police refused to investigate someone so prominent and refer me to the county coroner. Like the police, he fails to offer any explanation for not honoring my request, and I find out my recourse is to contact the county prosecutor and ask him to release the documents. The prosecutor refuses to get involved without explaining why. So I contact the judge, who denies me access to the files over the phone. So I call a lawyer, and a lawyer tells me that I could pay him $600 to petition the judge to release the public documents, but I'd probably be wasting my money. The weight of my brother's death has smothered me. At some point, I locked everything away in a file to be continued. I had done everything I could. The pain had stayed with me. It's the not knowing that's the worst part. Nobody deserves to question how his brother died when so much evidence was collected at the death scene. A few weeks ago, I started the cycle all over again. I sent requests to the police department and to the coroner for those records that were denied me 14 years ago. I am still waiting for those photos of my brother's death scene and all of the other evidence I've requested. If Gary Hobbs is such an upstanding citizen who can do no wrong, then what better way to exonerate him than to put forth the evidence that led to the coroner's conclusion of suicide? There is an absolute conspiracy to conceal the truth of my brother's death from me. I cannot tell you what reason that could be, but I can certainly tell you that it's true. Otherwise, I would have the documents, public documents, I have been requesting for 14 years in my possession right now. I do not have those documents. and I will not stop fighting until I do, because I believe that my brother, as a citizen of Salem, Indiana, and Washington County, had every right to have his death given equal consideration and investigation that any other human being in that county receives and deserves. Thank you for watching. Please share.